Good morning. Continuation of my night. So it's not really the next day. It's all one continuation of Ask Jay, episode 80. I didn't really miss yesterday because, again, I'm still going from last night. So it's all a continuation. So episode 80, Ask Jay. We have 10 episodes left. My motivational or Ask Jay motivational message of the day would be or is let's go to some economic motivation. I want to say own it if you can, right? Back to our both DNA kit. Those who own win. He who owns win. She who owns win. They who own win. Own it if you can. And 2 nights ago, you guys see me who are on Periscope, and we got a video coming out shortly. You guys see me at La Rouge Lounge in Newark, New Jersey. It's a restaurant or lounge that one of my younger, call him like my younger brother, another investor developer who I've mentored a little bit. I mean, he does his thing, but I've definitely been like kind of a mentor to him. He bought the restaurant, and he and I have developed some properties in Newark, New Jersey together, and been kind of just building for the last few years. And so anyway, I did my well, it wasn't mine. Actually, another company hosted a real estate workshop. They asked me to come speak, and so I did a real estate presentation there for home buyers and for investors. And then the following night, they had a party there. So they have parties there in the evenings, and they have like lunchtime, happy hour, whatever during the day. And so some promoters threw a party there. They had one of the Love and Hip Hop stars, DC, come through for his going away party. Apparently, he's getting locked up, unfortunately. So anyway, it was a party there last night, and I went there really to be a fly on the wall and just to check out the establishment. I've really been checking out the establishment for the last like 7 or 8 months. Because there has been some back and forth dialogue about me coming on as a partner or investor into the location or whatever the case is. So last night, and just really not so much because of last night, or not even because of the real estate workshop the day before, but just because of me watching Benedict's, that's his name, Benedict. He's the owner of the restaurant, of the lounge. And me watching his consistency, right? I always look for consistency. People say, "Oh, how can I get on your team? What can I do?" Et cetera, et cetera. I tell them all the time, with Toasting, with Chris, with Greg, with Brandon, Reunikia, Melanie, any of our team, any of our staff. I always tell everyone it's just about being consistent. Like anyone can start the gate on fire. Yeah, Jack got you. I want to be JMA. I want to be JM Rep. I want to be YMC. And anyone can start off on fire, but will you be on fire 6 or 8 months or 12 months or 18 months later? Are you willing to be a social media intern for several months? Are you willing to sleep on a couch? Are you willing to, I'm not gonna make you walk for cheesecake, but are you willing to make the sacrifices, to be great and to be a part of our organization and what we're creating? So I look for consistency, and Benedict was the same way. He was like, "Yo, bro, I want you to come in, and I want you to be a part of La Rouge." He's been telling me that for over a year now. And, most people, if someone threw opportunity to be a club owner or restaurant owner at them, they would just hop right on it. But, I'm very careful about what I attach my name to, my brand to, and my money to. So, with all that being said, I did kind of make a decision last night. And, we worked out some things last night before I started enjoying myself. If you guys watch my Snapchat, before I started enjoying myself, we worked out a decision last night that I will become somewhat of a silent partner, although I'm vocally telling you this, but I will have some interest in the restaurant, in the lounge. And so I like that because, again, I like to do workshops. I like to, do networking events. We like to be able to galvanize people. And Newark is up and coming, like rapidly up and coming. A lot of regentrification going on, especially in downtown Newark. And again, own it if you can. If you can own it, own it. Especially if there's no liabilities there. So that's my motivation message of the day. And with that, I'm adding another asset to my portfolio. All right, so let's hop into our questions from YouTube. Darius Thompson. And I have to be quick because I only have 4% of my battery. Darius Thompson asked, how long did it take you to get rich after you started real estate? And is Louisville, Kentucky a good place to start? So let's start with the second part first. Whether you're in Louisville, Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Oregon, California, New York, whatever, Atlanta, Delaware, Philly, Miami. It's everywhere you live. It's real estate everywhere. So it's not about where's a good place to start or not. I mean, there are hotter markets, I guess, or not. But the fact is that if you know what you're doing, ownership will help you increase your wealth anywhere, right? There's people that have to live in Louisville, Kentucky. Do people live there? Do people need a roof over their heads? Do they need housing? I think so. So therefore, as a investor or a homeowner who's starting to be an investor, there's certainly opportunity for you to start there. And then, so every market has potential. Even if it's a down market, it still has potential. You just have to buy considering it's a down market, and it still has to make sense, right? Using the same formula we always use. So that, and then how long did it take me to get rich on starting real estate? I don't even like the term rich. Like, I don't even know what rich is. It took me, I would say, about 18 months, 2 years to start doing really well for myself, I'll say. Yeah, so it's about 2 years to be comfortable. Then from YouTube, Miss Blue, what are your thoughts on investing in a war zone? I want to rebuild the community while building wealth, but I'm not trying to dodge bullets again. I get it, Miss Blue, I get it. You have to understand when you invest in a war zone, right? In a we know what a war zone is, right? In the super ghetto. The good part is that you will be able to buy properties low. Typically property values are going to be down because there's not a big demand. And if you can hold those properties for a long enough time as things develop in the town, or as you help develop them in the town, or you can control the whole area, you can do really, really well for yourself. It's like higher the risk, higher the reward, right? So it's a higher risk because it's a war zone, but higher the reward as well. But you got to know how to play that market. The biggest thing in a war zone area or your low income environments is the rental turnover. Typically, you turn over tenants really fast. Tenants don't stay that long in those areas. And tenants will be your, the nightmare or your challenge in those areas. So your property management game must be on point, must be tight. And that would have also avoid you from dodging bullets. You just put the property manager in place to dodge the bullets for you. So that is how you invest in a war zone. Now from YouTube, Michael N asked, how would you approach massive federal student loan debt over $250K as a new investor? Should my focus be to pay it off as soon as possible, or just continue to make minimum payments over time and leverage the rest of my money into buying more properties? Yeah, I mean, student loan thing is crazy. How people have so much student loan debt, and what that. 1 second, guys. Oops, hold on. All right, there we go. So, yeah, student loan thing is crazy because people have so much debt, and it's like, what do you do with that? And I wouldn't suggest focus your energy on paying it off. I would suggest focusing your energy on building assets outside of it and trying to defer those loans so that banks aren't using that debt and your debt to income ratio and qualifying you, and really just building your assets and then trying to pay it off from the profits from your assets, I would say. Because if you try to just pay off that debt first, I mean, you never get the wealth building. I mean, you could be, 50 years old and before you even start having assets for yourself and building assets for yourself. So that, yeah. Then from Twitter at PC Investing asks, what does your dream life, philanthropy, home, car, investments, etc. look like? How close are you to achieving it? At Mr. J Morrison asked Jay. I have to say, I'll answer this in this way. because my dream life is detailed and it's personal to me, so I don't want to share it all, and I don't want to speak out loud about it because it's some internal goals I want to accomplish. But I'll just say I'm a little ways off from achieving my dream life. I estimate maybe 2 to 3 years off from achieving my dream life, at the pace that I'm going, if I can be consistent with that. But it involves a lot of philanthropy. The home and car investments part. Again, those are just some personal goals that I want to achieve, and I kind of want to be quiet about them until I get in a position to accomplish. So yeah, can't tell you that right now. Sorry, but I did answer one of your questions. So you guys asked multiple questions, so I'm really asking answering 8 questions today. And now from Facebook, Artist Jones asks, will you eventually move the corner classes to other cities? And yes, we already have plans to do somewhat of a tour for the corner classes, and I will be moving them we're starting our corner classes, and if you guys will know, in Baltimore next week. I'm actually headed to Baltimore now, as soon as I get off this live stream. And we're promoting in Baltimore for our corner classes, which happens next week, where we'll be actually giving free real estate mortgage credit advice on the corner. And so I will be bringing that to other cities as well. We'll be doing it up here in New Jersey, in New York, but also warmer markets will be the plan, to teach corner classes in warm markets. But I'm looking forward to that, though. Again, I just really enjoy. I realized it a couple of days ago. I mean, I always realized it, but it really hit home that I just really enjoy teaching. I do. Like when I went to court for a traffic ticket a couple of days ago, they asked who was my employer. So my employer, put me, J. Morrison brand, J. Morrison Academy. And then they asked what's your profession or what your job title? And more than CEO, more than founder or any of these fancy titles, more than an investor, more than, any of that other stuff. The job title that I instinctively and, you get a feeling, right? So the job title I instinctively and most wanted to put was, and what I did put was teacher, instructor, teacher. I think that is more my career, more my passion than any of the other things that I do. Although I do enjoy, investing. I enjoy building businesses and all that kind of stuff. I enjoy marketing and branding. I do. I like those things. I like speaking. I like TV. I like cameras and all that kind of stuff. But nothing is as enjoyable to me as imparting my knowledge on others to others and just teaching. I mean, it is such a natural high. So, I feel like that is my career. I'm just teaching in my own institution and teaching in my own way and teaching on my own platforms. I'm just, I didn't go to school to get a bachelor's or MBA or whatever, doctorate or whatever, to be able to teach in a traditional school and teach a traditional curriculum. But I did put myself in a position to be able to teach my own curriculum, my own information, my own way in my own schools. So that's what I like and identify with most. And so with that, episode 80 of Ask Jay is a wrap. Please like the video, comment below, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll be back for episode 81. Not really tomorrow, technically later today. We'll be back for episode 81 of Ask Jay. We're winding down for our full 90 days. Peace. Ding, ding.